Somewhere between the ages of 50 and 60, your muscle loss doesn't just continue, it doubles. And then it doubles again. You see, at the age of 30, we lose about a 0.5% of muscle each year, but it's not really anything that we would notice. Then by the age of 50, we lose 1 to 2% each year. Then by the age of 60, that number goes to 3% a year. That's not a typo. That's not fear-mongering. That is what I call shocker, and it's Stanford research. Does it feel difficult for you to get up off the floor? What about cleaning out your bathtub? Things like that used to be very simple, easy to do, but it's getting more and more difficult. Well, today I'm going to share with you how to fix that. 5 simple movements, 1 routine, before this number gets out of hand. If you're a woman over 50 and you're watching this, something on that list just landed with you. Is it carrying your groceries up the stairs and getting to the top and feeling like you need to take a moment to catch your breath? Is it having trouble getting out of the bathtub? Is it not being able to carry your grandkids? Well, you know, before 50, we were told all we needed to do was eat less and move more. But around the age of 50, that narrative needs to change, because it's not about being smaller anymore. It's about being stronger. It's about being stronger so that we're not using a walker 20 years from now. And it's not about vanity, it's about our independence. Hi, I'm Lanice, a registered nurse, and I've been a nurse for over 35 years. 20 of those years were spent at the bedside. And what I saw really scares me now that I'm getting older. And what separates the women over 50 and beyond from being frail to being very active and being able to care for themselves and be independent is muscle. And so I am a registered nurse, as I stated. However, I'm not your registered nurse. This information is for educational purposes only. And I want you to go and speak with your doctor or your healthcare provider about what it is you need to do to focus on getting stronger. Today, I'm going to share with you those 5 simple movements and 1 routine. I'm going to keep it real simple because I know you don't have a lot of time, because I understand I'm there as well. So we're going to talk about 5 simple movements that Dr. Opezzo shares in this Stanford research. One of the things that I really like that Dr. Opezzo states and reinforces is that it's never too late to get started. No matter where you are, whether you're 52, 102, you can always start to build muscle. And today we're going to talk about the types of simple movements you can do. Doesn't require a gym. You can just work out in your home, actually, and use your body weight, or if you want to get dumbbells, that's fine. Or if you want to go to the gym, that's fine too. But the first movement we're going to talk about is a push movement. And the push movement is going to help build the muscles in your arms and your chest. Think of a push movement around your house as something like a wall push-up. It could be a push-up off the countertop in your kitchen. It could be a push-up on the floor. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. And as Dr. Opezzo states in this research, it's very important to start light. If you've never worked out before, like I said, speak to your doctor, but start light. You don't need weights to begin. You can just use your body weight so that you can stay safe. But the push movement is where we'll start. The next movement I want to share with you is a pull movement, and that keeps your back strength strong. And you know, we only get one back, so it's important to do a pull movement. And when doing a pull movement, you can do different things. You can use dumbbells, you can use resistance bands. There are many different things you can do when you're doing a pull movement. And next we're going to talk about the squat. The squat movement is what I call sit to stand. You can sit down in a chair and you can stand up. Are you using your hands these days to get up out of a chair? I've been there. Well, the goal is to not use your hands and do a sit in a chair and then stand up without using your hands. If you have to start off using your hands initially, that's fine. But that movement is the sit to stand, and it's going to build those large muscles in your legs that help keeps you mobile. Standing upright hopefully helps you prevent from falling. The next movement is a hinge movement, and this one also strengthens your back and protects your back. It's very important to do this movement in a way that protects your back, but you could think of a deadlift is one of the hinge movements, and you can do a deadlift with using just dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use 2-gallon 2-gallon jugs of water that you have in the house, but that's called a deadlift. It's a hinge movement, and it helps strengthen your back muscles. And then there's single leg work movement, like a step up, where you take time, step up with your left leg, step down, then step up with your right leg to build the lower extremity muscles. And you can use the bottom of the stairs to do the step up. Be very careful if you need to hold on to something, if you have an issue with your balance, or you can use a step up stair that you have maybe in your kitchen, or you can use a step or a stoop outside your home. There's many different ways to do single leg work and do a step up movement. One quick tip I want to share is we can do all the lifting and pushing and pulling, but there are things that are building blocks to help you build muscle, and that is protein. So I want to share with you, it's very important to get enough protein in your diet. That's another thing you need to speak with your doctor about, how much protein you need to take in every day. Good protein like chicken and fish, steak. You can use cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. There's many different ways to get protein in, but protein is the building blocks of strong muscle. And without enough protein, it's very difficult to build muscle. If working out feels overwhelming to you, or it feels like it's just too hard, let me just share with you one thing that Dr. Opezzo mentions in this research. And one of the things that I do on a regular basis, because I'm busy as well, and that is what she calls workout snacks. And workout snacks is just doing a little bit throughout the day instead of trying to focus on 45 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour in the morning. Workout snacks throughout the day. Maybe you get a break at 10 o'clock. You can go do calf raises, or you can go in the kitchen and do push-ups off the countertop while you're making your coffee, while you're brushing your teeth. There's workout snacks throughout the day, and so you're not feeling like you don't have an hour to get a workout in. 5-10 minutes throughout the day, and you can get a lot done. Just keep in mind, you don't have to earn the right to be strong. Just start where you are. I understand, because I've been there where I've never worked out before. I've never lifted a weight, and 2 to 3 years later, I am consistently working out 3 days a week. But I want you to start small, even if it's 5 minutes once a week. Start, be consistent, and before you know it, you'll be stronger than you were 12 months ago, okay? So be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment below on where are you going to start? What exercise do you feel is simple enough for you to get started living a longer and stronger life? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.